The hello heart phrase came from that sense of like, I've been so distracted, I've had so many other focuses, like, oh, hello, I'm back. Like, this is my friend, someone that I've been disconnected with for a while.
I love how simple and direct it is with something that feels so, like you said, disconnected. A fear, obviously, of like, you've been hurt before. How is it gonna be to put like, for us, me and you, heart, to put ourselves out there again and try and love again and open up again.
Hello! Valentina, I'm so glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you too, finally.
Thank you so much for coming with me to the studio.
Yay! Thank you for having me. Very excited.
Let's go. I just wanted to tell you, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
From the beginning, you have always been a very powerfully vulnerable artist. But to this day, you're just so authentic. And it's not only really beautiful, but really empowering for people.
Thank you.
It's
Means
not
a lot coming from you.
Oh.
An angel on earth.
Oh my goodness. Were there certain moments in your life that you were like, this is what it feels like to be authentic?
Definitely. I feel like even the whole process, or what sparked my most recent album that's called Warm, came out of that feeling in a way. Because I wrote like, sometimes I wish I was cooler, but maybe I was born to stay warm. I felt the pressure of just like all around us, like society, when I was growing up and stuff, that people tend to like put you in a very defined ways you should be if you want to be seen as cool, as a cool artist, or like if you want to be seen as good enough. But then, I realized that you don't really have to listen to all of that, and you just need to like come back to what you really are on the inside. And there's a lot of pressure from the outside, and like you said, nobody teaches you how to be authentic or what it really means even, right? And
you're the perfect guest for this show. The show is called Hello Heart, and it's all about connecting back to your heart. And like you said, there's so many voices on the outside, how to come back to that voice on the inside. Someone who is really good at connecting to their heart and being vulnerable and real with their heart. Let's say I'm someone who just am really disconnected. It's been a long time. I don't really know how to get connected to my own heart, or even how to begin. What would you advise them?
oh God, who am I to say? But I think what I would do, like what I do with myself, I guess, it's just allowing the time and the space. I've learned, especially growing up, maybe when I was younger, I would just like move to one thing, from one thing to another very quickly, or just like put on this positivity hat. If I feel anything and I feel down, I just need to let myself feel, really, and just sit with it, just feel it fully, and then maybe write a song about it. I don't know, but I would just advise, if I can call it like that, for people to really feel their feelings. Because I feel that the root of any mental health problem or any uncomfort ultimately is born from like an unfelt feeling, if you think about it. If you like push it down and you don't allow yourself to feel. For example, like for me, it was always very hard to feel anger, or like to be the one that breaks, because I'm always the strong one, lifting up others, So, you know, it's been a journey for me, like to learn to feel certain emotions, and I feel like there's not enough around of like awareness around this.
It's emotional intelligence, isn't it? The thing I probably teach the most in coaching, in life coaching, is that your emotions aren't good or bad. There's so many certain emotions that are harder to go through because you view them as something bad. Anger, like you said, or even disappointment or fear, anxiety. Those are the bad emotions, but they're really not. All emotions are there to give us information, like symptoms in your body. If you feel hunger, is hunger a bad feeling? It's maybe uncomfortable, but it's not a negative thing. It's there to show you, oh, you need something. You need to have some food, you need nourishment.
I think it's hard for everyone, no? I mean, I don't know, I don't think I've met someone that feels like, oh, it's very easy for me to feel these emotions. Everyone have their like certain things that don't allow themselves to feel at all. So we put on these hats of like these roles throughout our entire life. You're the healer, you're the positive one, you're the strong one,
Yeah.
you're the one that cries all the time, so you're allowed to cry. Really, we're all made of like such a full sphere of emotions that we should feel all of them, like no matter what role we have in this life or whatever.
I think also society and just nature, we try to be as comfortable as possible, whereas change and growth is just really uncomfortable.
It feels unsafe, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, and sometimes it's not real when you don't. Maybe if not feeling an uncomfortable feeling makes it feel more safe in a way, just superficially. But then you're not deep down very safe if you're not aligned with what you really need in that moment.
Is that something that you learned or that you developed in yourself, or is it just natural to you to feel hopeful?
I think natural is a big word, a little bit natural, but I guess everything that comes naturally is at the end after practicing. So now I can say maybe it's a little bit second nature for me to go straight to my belief, but it's because I've been practicing so much throughout my life. And in very messy moments, I would just tell myself that everything kind of happens for me and not to me. Or I just, remind myself that everything in life is up and then down. So when something very bad happens, I'm like, okay, then something very good is also around the corner. Because it's like seasons, right? It's okay. It's horrible right now, but it will be up again, and I will be okay. I've been through, many other things. Like, just try to remind myself again through little reminders. And I do believe, ultimately, it's not like fooling myself, but I really, really believe that everything that happens to us at the end of the day is just like, it happens for a reason, and there's always a bigger reason why it's happening.
There's something about mental health that I feel like we put it in a box a lot, because there's that part where, okay, scientifically, this is what's going on in your brain, the chemistry, and then there's the emotional side where this is what's happening with what we call our hearts, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, in your view of things, if someone was like, how do I improve my mental health? What would that look like for you?
I think, like, number one thing for me when it comes to mental health is about like feeling the emotion. And if you need to cry, then you just need to have a good cry. Or if you need to feel anxious, just in a weird way, but like take the time to feel anxious and like listen to it, because it's not something bad that's happening to you, but it's something that's trying to tell you something about a certain situation that maybe you don't know yet. And for me, obviously, for my mental health, writing a song would be like all of the above, like together. It's the only time where I can allow myself to be really, really honest. When I'm writing a song, I'm not lying, I'm not making anything positive, I'm just writing whatever I feel in that moment. Then when I read it after, sometimes I would write a song and I would cry because it feels so liberating. And it's like, oh my God, yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel so bad. That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, but I guess it's so personal, and everyone have their own ways to let it out, whatever that means to them, whether it's like going for a run, having a chat with a friend, going to therapy. For me, it's like the most natural would be writing a song.
I think there's so many ways that we could distract ourselves, and I think that's kind of the inspiration that I had when I wrote Hello Heart. I'm very the same as you. I love to express my own emotions and spend time with myself through writing. The Hello Heart phrase came from that sense of like, I've been so distracted, I've had so many other focuses, like, oh, hello, I'm back. Like, this is my friend, someone that I've been disconnected with for a while. Maybe sometimes because I didn't know how to connect again, and maybe sometimes because I was afraid that if I connected, I would find something that I didn't like. When you first read the lyrics of Hello Heart, what was the message of it for you?
I love how simple and direct it is, with something that feels so, like you said, disconnected, like from us, right? But like Hello Heart is just like hello, like you would say to a friend, and And there's a little bit of that I perceived from the lyrics, a little bit of like a fear, obviously, of like you've been hurt before. How is it gonna be to put like for us, me and you, heart, to put ourselves out there again and try and love again and open up again? I feel very connected to those lyrics as well that you wrote. And just like the things that I love, very simple, very honest, very vulnerable. It's a beautiful song.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah,
I'm so glad to hear that because it is simple. I think that stigma of taking care of your mental health can sound really scary, especially if you've never grown up in an environment where people talk about it. It's, not a subject that you sit down at the dinner table and your parents go, how is your mental health?
Yeah.
And so I want it to be simple because it is quite simple to take the time to listen, to take the time to take care of yourselves.
And I feel like it's very interesting the way, like you said, we just neglect ourselves so much, and we would do that to our friend, right? Like, oh, how have you been? And listen to them. But then at the same time, something I've been thinking about is that the paradox is that if you don't learn to do that with yourself, I don't think you can really be truly there for other people with presence, like just really show up, for me at least, like learn how to listen to them. Like if you don't allow that space for yourself, it's very hard to like allow the space for anyone else, really. So it's all connected. So that gives me the strength to be like, okay, no, like I need to take care of myself, because otherwise how am I gonna give the love that I want to give to the people that I love?
When we talk about self-love, people often use the word like self-love is a selfish thing. And for me, through my own experience, I struggled a lot with perfectionism because I believed that if I wasn't perfect, I would hurt someone. Because when I make when you make a mistake or you do something that's not right, then someone's going to get hurt, and that's not okay. But it turned out that that was quite selfish, to try to control everybody around me by being something that I was not. And so actually being able to say, I'm in so much pain right now, and I need to take care of that, and I need to not take care of anybody else.
Exactly.
Be true to who I am with them, and be able to really take care of what I needed. Self-love is not selfish, but also being a mess sometimes is not selfish, because you get to start that journey of healing. You can't change what you don't accept.
Yeah. And I feel like there's something very powerful and beautiful about like allowing on the other side the space to the other person to be there for you. Like sometimes, I share the same sentiment with you, like in my every relationship and stuff, and it gets very tiring, like to be the one is there all the time. And sometimes I don't even give the opportunity to the other person to understand that I'm in need in that moment, right? Because it's like, no, I've got it. I've had it all together. Like, you can come to me every time that you need. But then, what about me? Ultimately, I feel like we're all that little child inside, no? Every time I want to also love myself a little bit more, or love the people around me a little bit more, I just open their baby pictures. And I open my own baby picture. I'm like, no, you deserve really to be loved and to be seen. And growing up, we have so many traumas and insecurities, whatever, that we don't really actively choose to have. I
love the baby picture. You are so special, Valentina. You really encouraged me today. Like I said, being in your presence and knowing who you are gives me permission to be free, to be myself, which is the beginning of accepting, healing, growing. It's okay to be human. It inspires me to be more in touch with what I can really bring out in my heart. I had a friend say, you can't truly know what you love unless you feel safe enough to go into the deepest places of your heart. And I feel like you've done that, and you really will inspire other people to do that too.
Thank you so much. You are so special as well, and I'm so honored. I feel uplifted just in your presence, really. I always tell Richard and everyone that you float. It makes me want to cry because you just float. Thank you so much for the wonderful words.
Oh, thank you.
But it's true, being free, I guess, and feeling things, it's almost a responsibility sometimes, in a good way. So it means that everybody can feel that, right? It's accessible and it's closer than we think.
Is there anything that you want to tell people when it comes to their mental or emotional health?
I think just don't judge yourself. Like, that's the number one thing. Just be unafraid to be you, unafraid to upset people sometimes. Just feel what you're feeling. Try understand yourself like you would do with the person that you love the most, because ultimately you are the love of your own life in a way. You need to care for yourself. So yeah, whatever that looks like, I guess, just take the time and feel the emotions and see that what happens will be amazing after.
It is amazing. Thank you, Ploy.
Thank you.
Will you sing Hello Heart with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hello, heart, my old friend. I know you said no wish to hurt again. But if you're tired hiding me, hide your smile. I promise that if we try, we could be whole again. So what if we said just one more yes? Would we grow or would we go a place so low? And what if we said yes to one more dance around the floor? Would we flow or would we know how to love again?
Hello, heart, I know we made a pact, said that we never fall or break for hope again. But deep and warm, heavy words unfold my greed, and I believe that this is not the end. What if we said just one more yes? Would we grow or would we go a place so low? And what if we said yes to one more dance around the floor? Would we flow? Would we know how to love again?
How to love again.